We've all seen this wall. In fact, I see it on Reddit every single day. Whether it's the waterfall of wires, a collage of different furniture, or just a floating TV alone by itself, we all have this one wall in our house that just isn't pretty. Take this wall for example. The owner is stuck. She's looking at the space and asking, what else can I possibly add here? And you can see why she's frustrated. Between the TV console, the kids' toy storage, and the dog bed, the floor space is maxed out. It's physically full, yet it still feels empty. Most people would say add a gallery wall along with the frame television to hide the void. But adding more stuff to a wall that's already cluttered is like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. The problem isn't the lack of decor, it's the lack of a system. Today we're going to see if we can save this wall with the framework that I talked about in one of my last videos. I propose that if you begin with understanding the function of your space and combine it with comfort and identity, you can achieve a space that is well designed and thought through. We're going to stop with patchwork decorating and fix the root of the problem first. Let's get into it. A good design has a hierarchy. Your eyes need to know where to look at first, which means there should be a clear focal point in the room. In this current scenario, the eyes are exhausted. We have these separate objects at different heights. I call this the staircase effect. The television is floating on a unit that's too small for it. The toy storage is, however, a separate furniture full of high contrast colors. And the pet bed, it's just there. It's not messy, it's actually quite clean, but it's just visually very loud. To fix this, I will begin with unifying the base. Instead of fragmented pieces of furniture, we need one long continuous anchor. You don't need custom built-ins for this. You can use something like the IKEA Besta units or Eket units. The key here is to find a combination that is at least 20 centimeters longer than the television on each side. This grounds the entire setup. By unifying the base, we achieve three things. We provide a strong foundation to the television so that it doesn't look top heavy. We also hide the visual noise. Those bright toys can now be concealed within the cabinets and still be accessible. And lastly, we create a smooth visual transition from the floor to the wall. Now that the layout works, we focus on comfort. In the old setup, the television was stuck to the cabinet, leaving a massive cold void above it. It makes the ceiling look like it's a mile away from the television. Comfort is about proportion and verticality. First, we mount the television about 10 to 15 centimeters higher. That narrow stripe of wall between the cabinet and the television creates breathing room. Pro tip, conceal your wires in channel cables and paint it in the exact same color as the wall. If you leave it white against a beige or a gray wall, it will stick out and not look very nice. Next, we add verticality to bridge the gap to the ceiling. I'm placing tall plant near the windows to add life and draw the eye upward. We add a smaller plant on the other side for balance. Don't be afraid of all the negative space around. As long as it's intentional, it's not empty. It's rather calm. Finally, the decorative layer, identity. This is how you stop your house from looking like a furniture showroom and start making it look like your own. The biggest mistake is to treat the television like a separate piece of technology on the wall. We want it to be a part of the story. I'm building a composition around the TV using different proportions. A large artwork behind the smaller plant, a smaller frame tucked right above the television, and a third piece resting directly on the cabinet. Suddenly, the television isn't just a black rectangular box. It's just one piece of the continuous gallery. This asymmetrical layout is playful and breaks up the boring symmetry of the wall. Notice the difference? This is where a generic house becomes a personal home. Most people start on the last layer, but if you don't fix the function and the comfort first, the identity layer just looks like clutter. Save the fun part for the finish line. Designing a home shouldn't be overwhelming. Just remember, starting with function, anchor your space and hide the noise. Then continue adding comfort. Scale the wall to the comfort of human body and human eye. And last, identity. This is the layer where you add a bit of personality and make your home stand out from others. Stop decorating your TV wall. Instead, start designing it. If this framework helped you, let me know which room should I fix next. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.